Well, just before the start of the fireworks here in downtown St. Louis, under the arch with Mark Aschen. Did I say that right? Okay. Yep. The St. Charles native and former the Francis Howell grad who I guess competed collegiately at SMS and then at Lindenwood, where standout career there. Tell me, obviously this is 2012 pole vault explosion. What year number 6?
This is year number 8. Actually.
Number 8. Oh
yep.
My goodness! So you were the director and got. And tell me when this started, and tell me about what the initiation, how the idea got going.
Sure. So when I was in college at Lindenwood, it was actually just after nationals in Louisville, and just the idea of like, well, why don't we have pole vaulting in St. Louis?
Right.
Street vaults and things like that are really popular over in Europe, and they do it in town squares. And so, just the idea of, we've got the group here and the resources. Let's make this happen. So the first year that we did it, we pulled it off in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And so that was 8 years ago. And from St. Charles for most of that time, and Webster Groves last year, and now first year under the arch. So it's been great.
And obviously you competed for a great coach in Lane Lohr, a vault guru, and we've got a couple here in St. Louis, but he's one of the best, and it's success and the growing every year, and it's grown to the point that you had to start at 7:30 this morning, I guess, and had about 3 hours of sleep last night.
Oh yeah, and so this is the first year we actually had close to 100 pole vaulters, and we actually had to close registration early just because the excitement, I think, with the venue, and it's an Olympic year and everything, and I think it just definitely on the forefront of everybody's mind, and which is great. We have people coming from all over the country, and it was just great to have them, and I think everybody had a good time despite the 100+ degree temperatures today. So
right, and you're still standing, which is quite an accomplishment, I think, in this heat, but probably record type heat. And there we go. But we'll pause and get going here in a minute. And back here at 2012 pole vault explosion. Well, I guess maybe an hour and a half after it ended, wrapped up after the fireworks have gone up here with. Mark Aschen, did I say that right that time?
Yep,
Aschen.
Yep.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Right. No, that's fine.
Just tell me about your involvement in the sport. Before we go back to this, just what you enjoyed most about the vault and the relationships and the time that made you want to, put this thing on.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about it is that pole vaulting is super unique in the sense of that there's just people that come together and they stay friends, for life. I've been out of school for, several years now, and the people that came today were the people that I've, have been friends with starting back in high school and then through college, and it's just an amazing group of people that you get to know that support the event, but in the end also support me in pulling this whole thing off. So. It's a great opportunity for us to all get back together and see each other that we're all kind of spread out now, so it's awesome.
Yeah, and just tell me about the little bit of the work that goes on. Obviously, today's a long day, but I know there's lots and lots of work and planning ahead of time that goes into this, and getting the city and the 4th of July, to approve and work with them to meet all their requirements. Tell me just a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So maybe about 9 months ago or so, met with some of the people that are on the board of directors for Fair St. Louis, and kind of put a buzz in their ear about what the pole vault explosion has been and how ultimately we can add to their event. And through that process, was able to let them have it down here, or they improved it, and worked with some great people on their board, and over the last couple months, and then telling the pole vault community, they were super excited.
Yeah.
Everybody was really jazzed about just pole vaulting under the arch. It's so iconic, and just even has kind of a pole vaulting kind of a look about it.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well. So everybody was jazzed, and then just kind of over the last month or so, working on registrations, and people were coming from everywhere to come and jump, and really excited, and we had to cut registration short to just try to accommodate everybody in the time frame that we had. But it takes a lot of work and a lot of hands, and I couldn't do it without just an amazing group of people. I'm very blessed to have amazing friends and family to pull this whole thing off. So.
Right. And almost 100 people, but tell me what and let's see, 3 men's groups, 2 women, and then the elite section. What was the youngest and the oldest entrance? Do you remember?
We had I think we had a guy, a boy or a young man who's 10 years old that's pole vaulting, just figuring it out, and I think he jumped 7 foot today.
Okay.
And then we had a gentleman come in from Indiana who is 67 years old and still jumping and just having a great time.
That's awesome.
And, he has been to it several years, and just is definitely consistent. So
yeah. Talk to me about the elites, because the elites got going and introduced about 6 o'clock, and I know it's got to be fun to not only see them compete and get them to come, but even provide some money for them to try to keep their dreams going. And quite a few, maybe 6 or so or 7 that just competed in the trials last week. So tell me about that.
Yeah, kind of like when this whole thing started and continues on, like the purpose of the event is to showcase what we do to people who've never seen pole vaulting, give an opportunity for high school and college kids to do something over the summer, but then also to provide an opportunity for elite athletes to continue that Olympic dream and provide them just a place to jump and a little bit of cash. And it's a way that I think that we can hopefully grow the sport is through avenues like this, just because it's unique, it's spectator friendly, and these guys put on a great show, and so it's always exciting to have people that do really well at the event to come and represent the pole vault explosion to the St. Louis community. And
track and field is such a fun and exciting and just a dramatic sport, and to me, we do a terrible job at presenting it, and hardly any of that comes across in TV. And so the more chances of regular people to come and see something like this and be amazed by people going over, running down and using a pole to go over 16 or 18 foot bar is pretty phenomenal. And
it's great. The crowd, you just can see it in their faces, and people that are like, oh yeah, I remember, I used to try that once, or I know a guy that tried that once, or something like that. So everybody's kind of got some experience with it and exposure, but it's really cool to see them excited about pole vaulting, and that's ultimately what it's all about. So. Yeah.
Well, you're still standing. What are the plans now? Just go home and hydrate and recover, or come back to finish cleaning up tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow's cleanup day. It's got to all go back in its place, and then just kind of getting ready for next year. It's something that just takes a lot of time to put together, but like I said, I have a great group of people that support it, and look forward to bringing it back here to St. Louis, and bigger and better, and whatever that means. And but I think this is a good location that hopefully we'll be able to stay at for years to come.
Quick critique: did things go smoothly? Anything that you changed for next year? Did any thoughts? Anything you do different that you feel like sharing? That or anything that.
Well, we ultimately, with the heat, it's always a thing of trying to keep everybody cool and everything. So that's always a challenge. But
we need to get some rich buddy with an RV to bring it in here for the athletes to keep them cool.
Absolutely, yeah, some nice, cool place to for them to stay at or something like that. So. But I guess probably we ended up doing 9-inch increments this year in order to be able to
fit everybody in.
But and actually I think everybody liked it. Didn't have any issues with it. It would be nice to give them more opportunities to jump, but there's only so much time and so much space. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see if we need to make adjustments next year.
Right. So. Well, thanks for all the great work, man. What a phenomenal event, and hopefully it just grows and gets bigger and bigger and better, and hopefully we'll just more and more fans for the pole vault community and track and field overall.
Great. Well, thanks for being here and supporting the event and supporting track and field.
Oh, well, thanks. Great event. Hopefully we've got some new fans that have seen the sport today, and we'll be lifelong fans. So
That'd
we'll
be
see.
Great. That'd be great.
All right. Well, thanks for the time, Mark.